What up, guys? Here we are with a deck profile. This is gonna be what I believe is Amazina White Forest or White Forest Amazina. Not sure. I'll figure it out when I come up with the title. But this is just a deck profile. Again, this is not a professional deck profile or meta deck profile or it's gonna have you win locals. It's just a deck that I really enjoyed, especially after messing with a few cards. Adding a few engines in here, like the Snake Eye engine, works absolutely amazing in my opinion. I have taken it to locals. I have won some. I lost some. I've been playing this deck for about maybe I want to say about 2.5 months. So so far it's absolutely amazing. Thank you. First off, thank you guys for checking out the shorts. That's absolutely amazing that some of them get over 1K view. That's absolutely that's ridiculous. But hey, you guys enjoy it as much as I enjoy it. So I enjoy making it, and I also enjoy the quality, the beauty of the cards. I feel like a lot of us forget that some of these cards, regardless of the rarities, have very unique cards. Like look, there's a skull, like a dragon skull with the claws. There's a little present over here. I know a lot of us just bypass a lot of that, but I really love looking into it. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So we are going to start off with the one copy of a Stellar. This is a lot of people, at the locals and with my buddies as well, say that this is the worst normal summon in the set. I don't think it's the worst normal summon in the set. Well, if they have Amtrap and stuff like that, but there's other cards that you can extend into. This deck has a lot of one card starters. So again, you want to utilize the rest of those cards first before you consider not submitting, but you consider normal summoning this card. After you bait out a lot of hand trap and stuff, normal summoning this card goes absolutely insane. Anytime that it's in the graveyard, you can anytime like a monster, for example, one of your synchro monsters that I'm going to show you guys. A lot of it do a costing effect, so even under skill drain, you still pay the cost to attempt to activate the effect. So by sending cards from your hand to the graveyard, once you do that, disable to activate, you're able to special summon this card out. Absolutely amazing. And then I didn't realize this until someone came up to me and told me that this is Little Diabell. Diabell, I believe that's her name is. So pretty cool. And look at the artwork. There's this like a forest. Of course, there's white forest in the background. It looks like a Christmas theme, but amazing. We do have the one copy of Russia of the White Forest. This is a free special summon. As long as you control a White Forest card special summon, you can attempt to activate the effect by discarding a spell or trap, and then you're able to draw one. Amazing. I play one. I haven't really thought about bumping up to two, but so far one has been ideal for me. Of course, this is probably the best normal summon in my opinion. You're able, to search a White Forest spell and trap, which you'll end up adding I play the one copy of the tails, and it allows you just go into more plays. At the level 4, you have a level 2 tuner. You're able to go into level 6, which is one of your synchro monsters. I ended up picking up the super rares. I couldn't just leave this deck hanging without the super rares, so we definitely pick those up. Not sure when they'll arrive in the mail, but I am having a lot of fun with this, so I am going to end up bumping all these cards up to their max rarities. I do have already a complete White Forest max rarity deck, but me being I am as an individual, I'm going to end up picking up the other cards just for these. I'm not a person that likes to remove the sleeves. Once they're in the sleeves, they stay in there. All I have to do is end up replacing the outer sleeves. But that's just me. Best card, it's a free special summon. You're able, to send a spell and trap on field or in your hand, special summon her, and then you're able to search out you can search out your Sylvie or pretty much any of your White Forest cards. So absolutely amazing. Now we're gonna go on to the spell cards. That is for the White Forest monster. The way I do deck profiles, I do based off their engine or their archetype. That's how I do the deck profile. Let me know if you guys like that or not. Here's the one copy of the White Forest. This is where you'll search off of the Sylvie. Also, if this card were to get sent by a monster effect, you're able to, on your resolution of your chain, you're able to go ahead and set this card on the field and activate it since it's not a continuous, or not a continuous, since it's not a quick effect. Play the one copy of that. We do play the 3 copies. We do play the 3 copies of the Witch of the White Forest. This is ideally probably not the best card to draw, because it does lock you out of your dark monsters. So this is a White Forest Amazina, or Amazina White Forest, however you guys want to say it. Let me know in the comments what is best. But you know, it offers protection, and you're able to add a White Forest card, so it's not a bad idea, you know, or not a bad idea, but it's not a bad way of changing your game. If you were to get hit with a bunch of hand traps, you know, you're able to activate this card in your field spell, search out a monster, whatever it is that you need, and then from there continue to go on your plays. Like I said, this deck has a lot of 1-card starters, but this one does kind of hinder the deck a bit, but it's worth it. It keeps the consistency. Luckily I said that right. And for the final White Forest card is the trap. This one is a synchro summon on your opponent's turn, or on your turn, whatever the case may be. Able to special summon a White Forest card and then automatically go into a synchro. Amazing. They gotta put this in a super rare, but look at the artwork. See the bat? Is that a dragon? No, it's a bat. And the wolf, look at that. Beautiful. Maybe I'll do this on my shorts. Let me know if you guys want this card to go on shorts. I'll definitely do it. Now for the Amazina package, it is not a lot. I believe there is only 3 cards. So for the first one, this is considered a White Forest card, but when you synchro summon, or when you use this material for synchro, you're able to search out a Sinful Spoil, which does get you into your Amazina package. I probably should have put that with the first one, but look at that. Beautiful. The vines, the hair, the dragon with eyeballs, or whatever that is on the back. Amazing. We do play the one Hollowed Amazina. This is absolutely an insane card. Allows you to fusion summon by sending Sinful Spoil cards. And then you're able to, you know, modulate the level. I wouldn't say modulate the level, but you're able to, you know, if it's a level 6, you only need to send 1 card, because it rounds up by 4. Play 1, you're also able to recycle it back into your hand if you have, you know, to meet requirements, and then you're able to activate it again. Amazina, what is it? Debaters, I believe that's how you pronounce it. It's a good card. I wouldn't say it's probably the best card in the deck, but all the time, Drone Lockbird really does hurt. So if you end up having this card, when you get hit with your Drone Lockbird, you're able to set it and then continue playing on your opponent's turn. Now for the Snake Eye package and Sinful Spoil package. So we do play the 1 copy of Diabell, the Witch. Diabell Star, the Black Witch. Pretty much, you know, you're able to send a card, special summon it, search out your Sinful Spoil cards, etc., etc. You guys know, I'm pretty sure you guys seen this card a lot of times when Snake Eye was out. So, but look at the artwork. Beautiful. Of course, I gotta put these two. These two are literally a package. Like, they're a package deal. It's like peanut butter and jelly. You can't have the one without the other. So definitely, you know, this card is a free special summon. Not free special summon, as long as, you know, you banish this spell and trap, which I will show you guys what to banish. Once you pop a card while this is, you're able to so whenever you were able to pop a card with this, as long as you control another Diabell, this allows you to special summon I believe is a light. No, it's a special summon 1 tuner synchro monster, illusion or spellcaster, from your extra deck. You know, it's a free summon. You know, I'll show you guys the cards that I do have in the extra deck. But absolutely amazing. These two, phenomenal. And you're able to get this back out. You know, if it's in your graveyard and you meet the requirements of a spell and trap, banish it, special summon. But look at the artwork. I have the QCR of this. It's in my binder. Think about maybe playing with it, but so far I'm thinking about really putting this deck as high rarity. For the 2 spells and trap that you want to banish off of your Vengeance, this one allows you to search a level 8 or higher monster. This card is banished. You can add 1 diabolical monster from, or all diabolical monsters you control gain 500. That's really 3k for the Vengeance and 3k for the diabolical. So you can easily, most likely, OTK with this deck if you know play it correctly. There's so many ways how to play this deck. It's absolutely insane. I have so much fun. I try to do a different way. I end up losing that round, but it's not. I don't take a loss personally. It's just more of a opportunity, you know, to grow and become better and, you know, follow the rules of Yu-Gi-Oh! Even though there's a lot of rules. This card, if it gets sent to the graveyard or banished, you can add 1 diabolical. So usually you'll send, add this, activate, go ahead, have these 2 in your graveyard, activate effect to go ahead and banish these, and then boom. As for the other Sinful Spoil, I end up adding this. I didn't think it was to be a strong card, but after I played, you know, with it for a couple of weeks, I was like, you know what, there must be another easier way to, you know, summon my synchro monster, my fusion monster, my fusion boss monster, I guess you can say. Absolutely amazing. We do play the 1 Deception. Look at that artwork. Before I even talk about it, let's admire that artwork. Beautiful, like the wolves. I like that. That vine. I'm a really big sucker for vines. I am like a plant kind of guy. I do have a lot of plant collection in the house. Collection. They're not a collection. They're just more of a hobby. But this card, absolutely amazing. Tribute a monster. Add an Amazina card, which you'll end up adding, you know, your hollow or whatever it is that you're currently trying to follow up. This card definitely gets it. You will send this off the hollow. During that end phase, you're able to set this card back since it, you know, you met the requirements for sending. As for the last 3 spells, I am playing 3 Wanted. Again, this is for consistency. Sorry, I was like, is that a QCR? That is QCR. And the Wanted poster is sick, dude. Look at that. Tell me it's not. Man. Beautiful. Anyways, you guys know what this card does, so I don't even know if I should go over it, but for those of you guys that don't know, this allows you to, you know, add a diabolical monster either from your deck or your graveyard, and then you can either go banish it, shuffle back one of your Sinful Spoil cards, and then draw one. So it's a good draw. As for the traps, I play 1 Sinful Spoil Slumber, Slumber, I can't even pronounce it, and Sinful Spoil of Betrayal. Absolutely amazing. Pretty much just tells your opponent, nope. I wouldn't say like an act, but it's a really good like Omni negate. Targets a card, negate it on the field. This allows you to, if it's also, you can target 1 special summon monster you control, change it to face down. Also, if this card is in the graveyard, as you meet the 7 levels, you're able to set this card but banish it towards the end. Now on to the staples. We won't go over the staples too much. We have the 1 Effect Veiler. Beautiful card, by the way. 1 Effect Veiler. It is searchable off of the Synchro Monster, but again, it depends on where your guys play. I end up searching this all the time, so my opponents know I have one interaction, so they kind of have to play, very cautiously. I play in this deck. I play a lot of 2-ofs or 1-ofs. So the 2 Ashes. I try not to play 3. I want to add more different single cards. So far, this deck has been working with the way that I want it. But if you guys don't know, this pretty much says nope. Simple. They just have a card that's Ash for alternative art. Miami knows alternate, but and just have a little poster that says nope. Sick. I played the 2 nibs. When the day that I end up going to locals and playing it, I drew this card every time, and I felt like I was cheating because this card was literally glued to my hand every time. So I draw 2 or draw 1, but I don't know. Maybe nib is just, Then again, I do have the nib token, so I do have the metal field token, and I also played the Leo DiCaprio. Look it up. He's like, but so maybe that's why. Maybe it's just those cards, and like, you know what, you want nib, perfect. I do play the 2 Ghost Mooner, pretty much as negate, and anytime they were to use that monsters or it leaves the field, you take damage equal to original attack. And for the singles, so we play the 1 copy of Salesbound, which I'm going to bump it up to 2 more, so it's going to be a total of 3. This is definitely a card I want to play 3 of, because Drone Lopper really hurts his deck, and yeah. So I do play the 1 Triple T. I play the 1 Crossout, the 1 Cowboy, and the 1 Foolish Barrel of Goods. This is what I've been playing so far. It's been very consistent with me. When I end up drawing these cards, I end up using them to the full extent. Let me know if I'm crazy, but honestly, I like to play a lot of 1s and 2s. At least for this deck. My other decks, I end up playing 3-0s. Like 3 Ash and all that good stuff. Now for the synchros, so I do play the 1 Poplar. Again, once you have Diabell Vengeance on the field and you have another Diabell, you pop a card. Since you do meet the criteria of that, an additional, you're able to special summon, and it's illusion. Boom, put your 2 White Force in the continuous spell, and then you're able to go into your sneak peek, which I'm gonna call it's the Doom Snake Eye Doom Dragon. But amazing card. You can also go off the other synchro, so we'll show you. And for the synchro, we do play the 1 Lucia, the 1 Sylph, and the Diabell. Broken, amazing. Pretty much is the Book of Moon. This is something that you end up using that trap card. Activate that trap card, get a level 2 since you have a level 4. Activate on resolution if your opponents don't have anything. Activate effect, bulk your entire opponent's field. Search allows you to add any spell. I believe any spell in trap. Yeah, any spell in your trap from your graveyard, add it to your hand. And then anytime your opponent activates a card effect, chain it, send a card, or send a required card, and then special summon, your bam. Or this depends on exactly how your game state is. Still with the synchro, I do play the 1 Chaos Angel. I summoned this card maybe once, twice, maybe 3 times. Not sure. I don't summon it a lot, but definitely it's a good card. Banish a card. It's unaffected by light and dark, depending on what you use for the materials. Broken. Now for the big boy right here. This card I probably summon maybe twice, and it has 1 minigame. When you summon this card, pretty much, it gains you life points, and then you can pay 1,500 to destroy all face-up monster opponent control, or destroy all spell and trap. Amazing. Let me know if you guys like this card. I love it. It's a good card. I don't know if people know, but Diabell Star and plus a level 4, which is one of your White Force card, and then you can synchro into this. That Snake Eye Doom Dragon. This is the one you're able to, as long as you have continuous spell, fusion, boom, summon this. That is the fusion. I forgot the synchro monster, which is the bigger monster. Absolutely amazing. Easy to summon too, by the way. Easy to summon. Don't let anyone say it's difficult. It's very easy to summon, especially with this deck. We do play, I believe when I went to local, someone said, oh, it's a Chorizo Man. I was like, alright. But Chorizo. But I probably summoned this card maybe once, twice, but it does come in clutch. It's also another level 4 as well. and it's a tuner, so definitely fine ways. We played the Amazina Sword Rishon. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Good card. You can target one card. You can target one card on the field, send it to a graveyard, and then you're able to add a Amazina or Sinful Spoil. I played one Sylvie. It's a Omnigate. Don't need to say much about it, but look at the wolves, dude. Those are sick. Sorry about the light. I gotta adjust all the light in here. Then again, I do all my recordings at like 1 or 2 a.m. in the morning, so. Ricilago, I believe to pronounce it. Good card, amazing, and it's a bat. It's a dark version of Batman. No, not Batman. What's the Mobius from that Marvel? I don't even know anymore. Good card. Look at this. And then the one Amazina Mo Regina. Broken. This, it's not difficult to fusion summon if you use the hollow, but this is the card that you want to use to Saint Amazina. Once you're able to meet the requirements of 2 level 6 or higher fusion and synchro monster, you can go ahead and activate effects, special summon this bad boy, and then if you did the combo correctly, this should be in your graveyard. Put this back onto your. If you did the combo correctly, put this back on your field. Now you have big beaters. So like I said, this deck can definitely OTK as long as you play everything smart and bait out a lot of the traps. So that where is it at? This is easily accessible. Because again, you are gonna have an Amazina card and a synchro. Go ahead and this is searchable. There's a bunch of cards that are able to search this. Boom, summon this bad boy, effect. Special summon this, effect, add from the grave, or not special summon from the graveyard, and there's your other synchro monster. So absolutely amazing. If you guys want and then lastly but not least, Contact Fusion. My buddy, he plays Psychic and Punisher. He plays punks, and his life points always below like 200, so it's very difficult. I don't read, but when I do read, boom. And this is still on the field because he forgot and can't read either. Boom, Contact Fusion, go this, Punisher, bad boy, attack you for 4K. Easy. GG's. Game over. Get out of my house. I'm just joking. But, yeah, so that is the deck. The deck profile. Let me know if you guys enjoy it or have any feedbacks on what I can do differently. I try to make this video 10 minutes when packing is already at 25. So, absolutely amazing. If you guys, want to play it, I think it's very difficult, but it's a lot of fun, especially, when you're like, oh, I don't think I can do anything, but then you start reading, start comboing off, and make sure, you don't do a lot of misplays as well. Absolutely amazing. So, that's it for today. So, I hope you guys have, a lovely, beautiful day. Make the best of it, because you're not going to get that same day again. So, see you guys in the next video. Peace out.